Well, I'm standing on the corner, I'm back to the traffic, and you can see what an incredible hillside this castle is carved into. And then if you're pardon the statue, you can see what a broad expanse that is laid out on the top of that corner. Pretty steep hillside. We've elected not to walk up that way. Down the main drag of Princess Avenue in Edinburgh.
House where William was born on the 23rd of April, 1564. Again to the left set up, headed by Charles Dickens, and Queen Victoria's consort, Prince Albert. And that confuses no end of people. I have to say we call it that for good reason. The monument was given to the town in 1886 by an American gentleman called George Washington Childs of Philadelphia, and it was put...
The founder of Harvard College.
And then to the left on the corner is our town hall, dating back to the early 1700s. I'd ask you to forget that though, and picture in its place a fantastic 5-gabled timber and red brick house. Second biggest, next door to John's business for the family home, and settle down to their years ahead together of wedded bliss. For the first few, poor Mary is kept extremely busy because together they have 8 children. William is the 3rd child, the first son, also the first child to survive infancy, so he becomes the eldest. He's educated at the local grammar school, and then the next we hear of him, he's getting married himself. He's 18, he's marrying the older woman of Shottery, as she became known for love, Anne Hathaway, who's all of 26. Or buying another house at that time, so we think, as was customary, William would have brought his new wife back to his childhood home. It became their married home, and together William and Anne had 3 children. First a daughter, Susanna. 18 months later they had twins, Judith and Hamnet. Hamnet, with an N, is William's only son, but unfortunately he died aged just 11. Susanna, the eldest, did very well for herself indeed. She married the eminent physician John Hall. They had 1 daughter, Elizabeth. Judith was the black sheep of the family. She married the town dropout Thomas Quiney. They had 3 boys, but all 3 died before being married or having children. So at this point, all William was left with was 1 granddaughter to carry on the Shakespeare line. Well, first of all, Elizabeth marries a London barrister called Thomas Nash. He dies, and a few years later she remarries, this time to a man called John Barnard. She becomes titled, she's Lady Barnard of Abington, but when she dies in 1670, she too is childless. So it's on the death of his granddaughter that the direct line of descendants from William die out completely, but in 5 generations they've come from peasant farmer to nobility. Pretty impressive. Well, what of William himself? He died on the 23rd of April, 1616, his 52nd birthday. Now that was quite a good age for a man of the time, but his wife was doing much better. Anne Hathaway, or Shakespeare as she is by now, outlived her husband by 7 years, and she dies at the grand old age of 67. And we're going to be getting a last view of Shakespeare's birthplace as we head back down Guild Street. If you look to the right, you see the cedar tree growing in the back garden. And just again here to the right, Shakespeare's birthplace. So just making our way back round to the main stage.
This is the Avon River, or just Avon, which is the Celtic word for a river, in Stratford-upon-Avon. Very quaint little village. We just took the bus tour. You saw some of the video of. This is Shakespeare's birthplace in Stratford-upon-Avon, and we have shopped all around this place. This is a house where the man who founded Harvard University was born, and it still has an American flag on the front. Y'all are welcome to go in. I'll stay here with Evan. Well, we had a hell of a time getting here, but we're in our first day in London, and we're at Victoria Station, which is enormous, but luckily we're here in the morning when it's not too crowded. And here's Mom and Marmar, or excuse me, Alyssa and Marmar. Alyssa!
Alyssa!
Look at Daddy!
Look at Daddy! Alyssa!
Alyssa!
Look at Daddy!
Look at Daddy!
Alyssa!
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 There you are! Alyssa and her grandma. Grandma's got her sacked. And Evan's in his spaceship. Lori's here too.
Every 7 or 8 minutes.
Well, here we are.
Now, if you
Our first official thing to
if
do
you
in
want
London.
to change to the red or blue routes, Redwood goes to Madame Tussauds Waxworks at Baker Street.
Riding
the blue
on a
route goes
double-decker
to Kensington,
London bus.
and
This
you
is the
change to
open-top
those
bus.
at Marble Arch. We'll be at Marble Arch shortly. At the moment, we're running along in 1815. In later years, he became the Prime Minister of this country. This was part of the funeral procession, various ways. Here on our left,
This is Hyde Park.
coming up here on our right, is the Dorchester Hotel, owned by the richest person. We've allowed them a few minutes of free speech, and that's why we carry on the tradition to the sea built as the entrance gateway to Buckingham Palace, where he lived when he was the Commander-in-Chief. The plaque on it was the right, the Ritz. This is Piccadilly, as I said. Behind us is Hyde Park Corner and Green Park. But not the first turn, is the American rock band Nirvana in there. They played their first gig. The Sex Pistols played their first circus. And Soho is along this turning on the left here at bottom of Nelson's column. Nelson died defeating Napoleon, the Battle of Trafalgar in 1805. He died during the battle, he died knowing he was the victor. This square was laid out in his memory. He tells the pigeons this, and the arch on the right there, the triple arch, is that. And I said before, I can't be sure today whether or not there's a guard change. I would think, as it's here on the right, they are the Blues and Royals, and very shortly they will be replaced at this guard change by
Number 10 Downing Street.
coming up in the middle of the William II and open to the public on the 3rd of January 1097. And he is incredibly successful. If you look behind the buildings, there's a sort of, it was left blank because this building wasn't supposed to exist, so it couldn't have a name. But yet the post office weren't allowed to develop print what could actually give its official name, the New Palace of Westminster. Ahead of us, what we're trying to get on the other side of the street, the fence, the building with the black pointed towers is the National Liverpool Club. Now look to your right, and there's the City of London. Dominated Prince Charles married Princess Diana in the summer of 19. When she posed for this statue, you can still see in the Crown Jewels collection. That's in June 1894. We'll be driving cruiser actually moving through the sea.
Oh, we made it to Buckingham Palace. Evan. Evan in front of Buckingham Palace. Large pedestrian mall out front.
Still, are you sure?
Winston Churchill out in front of Westminster Abbey. We think that's Westminster Abbey. We're going to go investigate and find out. The House of Parliament capped off by Big Ben.
Steps they went up. We're gonna get
Westminster Abbey. And there's the line we're going to have to stand in to get inside of here. Okay, honey. This is the National Gallery in London, Saturday of our trip.
Yeah, I do too.
These are the lions in front of the Nelson Monument, or I guess it's the Waterloo Monument. We heard this story yesterday that this commemorates Nelson defeating, Wellington, I guess. Well, anyway, whoever this is, defeated Napoleon and died at the same battle, but before he died, he knew that he had victory in hand. And through these arches, supposedly, you can see Buckingham Palace. And if you catch, well, I can't get the flags now. Evan! Evan!
Okay, what's
It's 11. No, but they had that parade of the guards today. Because something he was telling us about it.
They're practicing. They're practicing for something. This Saturday, they were...
Straight now. This is Admiral Horatio Viscount Nelson, who defeated Napoleon at the Battle of Trafalgar, but he was killed during the battle. And then this pillar is surrounded with 4 huge stone lions, or brass, hard to tell. And then the National Cathedral's in the back, and then to my left in the background is the Piccadilly Circus. On the outside of St. Paul's Cathedral, we just finished touring the inside, but they don't let you take pictures in there, so we're trying to get a short memory of it. This middle door here, let's see if I can get a better view of it. It's exclusively for the royal family to go through. And this is where Di went through when she walked down the main aisle. This is where they got married. A lot of famous Brits also buried in this place, especially war heroes. And there's a beautiful altar to the sort of honoring the American war effort at the very back of this chapel. Really pretty on the inside. The ceilings have these beautiful mosaics painted on the inside of the dome and in the very back. We think there's just been a baptism here. We heard some music down in the crypt, but we think that's what it was. It doesn't work.
Okay. Oh.
Llama rides at the London Zoo.
You want to get in the stroller? You want to get in the stroller, Evan?
Evan. Evan, look at Daddy.
Careful.
Evan, look at Daddy. Evan. There you go. Evan. It's proof. Alyssa was at the London Zoo too. Sunday morning at the Tower of London. Marmar second Alyssa. Hey, girly. This is the Jewel House at the Tower of London. The White Tower. The Bloody Tower.
Yeah, the ravens. You don't like raven?
Outside the Tower of London with my back to Tower Bridge. Tower Bridge is across the Thames. And there it is.
You told her she would have braces, please.
This is Kensington Palace, where all the floral tributes to Diana when she died were left all over this place. And this is the palace where she lived.
Why don't you go up there and I'm going to take your picture.
There's Evan
It's okay. I'll get it far away so that way you really can't see it.
And as you can see, still flowers being left there today. Although somebody's also keeping fresh flowers in the gate.
Mommy? Mommy?
Hey, girly.
That's not yours.
Hey, girly. Hey, girly.
Alyssa.
Dinosaur. I get you.
Get you.
I get you, girl. I'ma get you. I get you. Zach gonna get you.
Zach is jealous.
Zach gonna get you. Zach, see it? Zach, good boy. Good dog, Zach. Zach, lay? Nope. Somebody.
Somebody.
Say.
Mama.
More, more. More, more. Has anybody seen my hat?
Hi, I'm Woody. I'm Woody. Aha, aha. Give me
Somebody. Somebody. I'm Buzz Lightyear. Evan, what can you sing? If you like to, if a squash can make you smile, can you feel?
Evan.
Evan, you drinking a big boy drink? What are you doing, little miss? Elisa, dinosaur. Go sit her up somewhere. Get her sitting up. Wait. Is it your mama got you, Zach? Zach, don't give her a kiss, Zach. Zach. There she go. Look at her sitting up. Look at Elisa sitting up. Oh, good girl. Hey, Zach. There you go. Can you beat on the table? Here come the judge. Here come the judge. Evan, do more.
Say it
Do
really
more.
Mama.
Do it again. More.
Mama.
Evan, can you entertain Alyssa? Can you make Alyssa laugh? Evan, can you make Alyssa laugh? Okay, the end.
The end. Du hast doch noch zwei andere Raben gesucht, ne? Da ist einer, dann ist auch einer.
It's the Jewel House at the Tower of London.
Yeah, yeah.
Get him, Zach.
Yeah. That sounds good. I swear, girl, his shirt can't be wet because all his bugs have to be lined up straight in a row. If one has something wrong, he gets very upset. Lord.
Hey, Lisa.
I was telling you that.
Hey, say hello. Hello.
Okay, you ready? Do the magic trick again. Pick up your hat.
How do photo? How do photo? It comes a rabbit in my hat.
Look at Miss Evan did a magic trick.
It's Evan the Magnificent.
How do photo? How do photo? It comes a rabbit in my hat.
It's proof. She's crawling with style. Yay, Elisa, you're crawling.
Yay! Need to get you more of a video on the screen this sport.
Hello. Hello. I get you. You scared of the video? Crawl over there to me. You come to me. Come to me. Come to me, Alyssa. Come to me, girly. Come to daddy. Come to daddy. It's hard to get it on video. There you go, girl. Yay, Alyssa. Yay. Okay. We're in Lucerne, Switzerland. See way off into the distance mountains and the lake. It's about an 8-hour drive from our house. There's the mommy and the Evan and Alyssa. Evan! Alyssa, she's out. There's mommy. Swan Square, the Swanenplatz. This church is St. Peter's, and it's the oldest church in Lucerne. It comes from 1178. And then this is a fountain in the square. It commemorates their Mardi Gras celebration. They also have it. One of the sights of Lucerne. It's out of this wooden bridge that's about 800 years old, but burned about 7 years ago, and they had to rebuild it. And top. It's got these triangular paintings all the way down. And here's the view on the lake. You can see some of the architecture in the background and the boats. The weather is perfect today. It's 63 degrees, I think. Well, Toto, here's what you missed. Can you see it? This is the original bridge. It's about 600 years old. built in the 1400s, but then it was restored in the last century, 1800s. Mills Bridge. Still on the bridge, Mills Bridge. Well, the current is pretty fast here. Really, the sound is really soothing. Again, part of the view from this Miller's Bridge. So a hotel is painted on the outside. Alyssa in her hat. She looks so cute. And there's both the kids. We decided to dual strollers this time. A double stroller. You can't hardly get it in the car with anything else. This is the wine market. Or where they used to hold the wine market in Lucerne. This is a painting of the Last Supper in the wine market. They used to perform a play called The Crown of Thorns here, so we think that's related to when that was being done. See the angels playing their instruments above. This is on the Stag Square. Gold statue of Cupid. You see the painting on the building in the background. More painted buildings. This is the Lion Monument. It was built to commemorate the bravery of some Swiss guards who died in Paris trying to defend Marie Antoinette. Carved pretty deep into the rock.
Look at that line. Look, that's like the line you have right here. You want to go close to the wall?
See about how big it is. See a broken off arrow on his side. This is Glacier Gardens. It's where they found a lot of evidence of glaciers having been in Lucerne, including this huge glacier hole here, 30 feet deep. We got a lot of fossils and things here. Also, see some of these stones from the Alps that were pushed along down to the glacier, down by the glacier, kind of places like this. Some of the bigger boulders in here. You see what some of the pressure of the rock did, sort of folding up some of this stone. See the fossils left in these rocks. The oyster shells. These look like rice grains or something. digging a wine cellar for an old farm when they found this place. This was the first hole that they found. That's okay. Rock was worn away. Had a fine day. It's about 80 degrees right now. Lots of boats on the lake, paddle boats and stuff. But I'm trying to get this view. It's mountaintop. Here's a picture. See some of the architecture, and then you can see all these mountaintops in the background. We're still contemplating whether we're going to go up one of these mountains or not on the cogwheel train. We'll see. It's a 48-degree grade. I doubt we'll be climbing it anyway. You see a little bit of Lucerne. Nice place. People are not great at English. And in the first place it was gone to, the people at McDonald's didn't speak English. A couple of them, but not usually. It's a good place. This is what mommies are made of. That's all Alyssa needed was to see the camera. She's okay. Lori had both of them crying on her. Okay, kids, we just want you to remember, yes, we hauled you all over Europe, but this is some of the stuff we had to go through when we were doing it.
It's okay. Sure.
Evan, can you look at Daddy? Thank you. And today we took a day trip to Zurich. This is a church that dates from 853 and was originally a convent for where noble women could go and just dedicate themselves to the service of God. And then here's part of the little lake that goes through here. This place reminds us both a bit of Vienna. This is the outside of the Grossmünster. We were inside of it. It's not so impressive compared to a lot of these churches, but neat story behind this one from Charlemagne. He evidently chased a deer from Aachen all the way to Zurich and stumbled across his graves of these two martyrs that supposedly were beheaded and then carried their heads 30 yards to where they wanted to be buried. And when he tripped over their graves, he decided to build this church. So, interesting story, but not such impressive architecture. It's a view from the boat dock in Zurich. See the mountains. The weather is just perfect. It's about 70, 75 degrees right now. This is a view from a hillside in the back of Richard Wagner's house.
Evan, come back. Evan, okay, in the stroller you go, Evan. You better come back.
Quite a steep drop off here too.
You want to go swim? Go to the beach?
Here's Evan and Alyssa on their latest mode of transportation. Taking a steamboat over to the Mount Pilatus this morning. It's about 8:15 in the morning and we're leaving Lucerne. The whole busload of older German ladies and gentlemen. The inside of the boat. There's Miss Princess eating her bread. She's 8 months old yesterday. That's where we want a room to be the next time we see. Look down this sheer drop. Another view from the boat. Another one of the mountains. Side of a cogwheel train. It's going up the hill at a 48-degree angle. Do the bells.
It's on a certain spot you can go wrong. 27th. Here. That is snow. Lots of snow down there. That's some hikers in the snow. And then see, it's a little hazy. I'm not sure we can pick too much of this up. But you can see just how far out into the horizon you can see. We're 7,000 feet above sea level up here. You can see the lake, kind of hazy today. We met an English guy who said it wasn't worth it to come up here when it was hazy. We think he was wrong. And there's a cable car up and down if you want to take that way. I'll pass. This is from the cliffside there. I think this is a church on the side of the mountain, and you would have to say that that congregation is really religious to make that hike up to that church. Wow. There's a cross at the top of the hill there. There's the cable car again. I think I'll pass. It's a pretty breathtaking view though here. Supposedly the ghost of Pontius Pilate was haunting crowning this mountain. Okay, Keith, how about an antelope on the top of the mountain? Scratching himself with his horns. Same antelope from the other view.
It's not good.
This is Daddy and his 2 kids on Mount Pilatus. Maybe I should get one of y'all out into the broad daylight, huh? Gotta scooch y'all over. Wait, baby, let go of him for a second.
Coming back down the mountain, here's a view from the train. Evan. See what these trains run on. One behind us.
Take a bite.
More in Lucerne. We just had a good lunch. And now we're sitting outside of a Jesuit church. Outside of the Jesuit church. This is inside the church. One of the prayer corners. There's 6 of them. You can see on the roof it's a like peach color. White background. Inside the house where Richard Wagner lived in Lucerne. This is his death mask. And this is his piano. It's a classic figure from one of his operas. It's an actual photograph. This is Wagner's house on the outside.
This is Evan and his daddy in Lucerne, Switzerland, playing at the beach. Alyssa! Hey! This is Alyssa playing at the beach in Switzerland. Alyssa! Hey! Alyssa! Hey! Alyssa! These come out blurry because I'm giving a bottle to Alyssa while she's pulling on this string, the recorder.
There's Mommy and Evan at the beach. I just want everybody to I want to make sure everybody knows that we think that that's underwear that Lori's wearing. We bought it at a store. We thought it was a bathing suit, but we're not really exactly sure. So she said, "What the heck? Nobody's gonna know me here anyway." So, but Evan's having a great time here at the beach. Pretty nice view of the beach, I would say. And there's Daddy's girl. She's playing at the beach too, but we hadn't gotten her in the water. Thought that was a little much. Are we gonna play the camera? Okay.
Hey! Alyssa! What are you doing? Are you standing up? Hey, Alyssa Lou. Hey. Evan. Alyssa. Bouncy, bouncy. Alyssa, turn around.
Mommy didn't put the lights on.
Alyssa. What are you doing? Hey.
Catch the ball. Catch the ball. I'm gonna throw it to you. I'm gonna throw
Here he comes.
Summer is the time of year.
Baseball.
You ready? I'm gonna throw the ball to you, Evan.
Catch it in the glove, Evan.
You ready?
Catch the ball for mommy.
Here.
Oh. Here.
Baseball.
You sing.
Summer in the time of year. Baseball. Baseball. Time of year. Not a baseball day. Now I gotta get me for the baseball. Baseball. Coming in. What the fuck? Not a baseball day. It's only.
Hey.
Put your hat on.
Alyssa. Alyssa, crawl to mommy.
Glove on.
You come crawl to mommy, little girl.
No, put it here. Come here. I'll help you put it on. Come here. I'll help you put your glove on.
Alyssa, 8 months old.
Not quite.
She's 8 months already.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Walk to mommy, Alyssa. I think she's tired. It's normally bath time,
Come
but
see, girl.
yeah, you took one step.
Come on, yay, Alyssa, yay! Come on, take us down. Come on, you monkey. There you go, there you go. Come on, Alyssa, there you go, yay, Alyssa. Yay, Alyssa.
Hey, cake for mommy. For mommy. Birthday. First you put the frosting in you. And you what? This poor kid.
Sing the song, Evan.
And you spread it. You spread it. First you ask, does that taste good, Evan?
That frosting good, huh?
Evan's cake he made for mommy's 30th birthday. He actually made it. And Alyssa too.
And Alyssa too. Evan, sing the song. First you take the frosting and you spread it. You too busy eating mommy's frosting, aren't you, with your nasty face? Happy birthday, mommy.
Yeah.
You gonna sing happy birthday, mommy?
Here, Evan.
Happy birthday,
piece?
mommy.
Evan, you want a piece of cake?
Happy birthday, Mr. Mustache Boy. Oh, God. You're supposed to spread the frosting on the cake, son. First you take the frosting and you spread it.
You spread it for the birthday cake for mommy. Hey, Alyssa. Alyssa at 9 months. We're going to make her walk right now. So hold on. Hey, Alyssa. You ready to walk? Let's go walk. Walk for mommy. Walk along the furniture. Okay. Look at my girl go. Yay! Yes!
The driver along.
Oh, yes, yay!
And that's it for the future.
Some pictures of Ireland. Quite a dreary day here, but it has been pretty beautiful. We're staying in a place called Bakiva in the town of Carlingsford, and this is the bed and breakfast that we stayed at. And we stayed in this room right here. This is the car we drove, which has the steering wheel on the right hand side, which has been quite an experience. But the inside of this house was really decorated well. So nice place. This is Trinity College in Dublin, home of the Book of Kells, which is these old printed or calligraphied copies of the four Gospels, done about 800 AD. That's even before the Vikings invaded this place. This is a park in back of St. Patrick's Cathedral here in Dublin. Kill a little time in the middle of a Sunday and let Evan play in the playground. Nice and quiet and peaceful here, and not too many people, surprisingly. And here's the cathedral, which we haven't been in it yet, but it doesn't seem like it's all that big by comparison to some of the other ones that we've been to. Evan in Dublin in his Tennessee shirt, and there's Alyssa in her oxygen tent. Middle of September, and it's cool and windy here, as we probably the Celtic cross at St. Patrick's Cathedral. I caught the end of Mass. They had a young boys choir in there, kids up to age 12. They could sing too. It was good. That speaks for itself, doesn't it? Dublin. Evan. Timon. Evan. Evan, do you see those meerkats? Here at the Dublin Zoo. Evan, look at that meerkat over there. Look at the one on the top of the building. Look over there, Evan. See those meerkats? Evan, look at the elephants. Look at that elephant. Right there. Look at that elephant.
I see that elephant.
Evan's having a hard time at his 3rd birthday party because his daddy showed up. I should have known.
You know what? I have a t-shirt that I brought for Riley. We put it in. You want to change his shirt? You got it.
Alyssa's enjoying Evan's birthday party. Much better than he seems to be. Hey.
What is it?
Wow.
Sorry.
Something else.
I'm trying not to let him know I'm still here.
I'll do it right now.
Okay.
Would you like it on, William? BJ and who?
Oh, finally a smile.
Yeah. I'll hold it. Nobody's kidding. I'll hold it. Let's open this surprise. Ooh. There you go. We're gonna be busy. Lord, this is cute. Oh, it's like puzzles down there. But when I was on this plane, we got things right. Wow. Thank you, Alice. So you got his yes on the other side. Yes, sweetie. Turn it over. What's on the other side? That's
Evan, close your eyes. You get another one.
Look at it. Oh, rip it open. Wow. Do they care? Wow.
Motorbike presents. It's a good bit of doing, but
Great job, Thomas.
Okay.
Rip it open, Evan. Alex,
Daddy has room in his suitcase now when he goes home next week. That was on the list.
Look at Buy you out of Happy birthday
It's okay.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday,
Thomas, pull them together. Paint? You're gonna paint me later.
Yay, Alyssa. Are you pushing your baby Barney? You gonna turn all the way around? Look at you. Aw. Stand up. Jesus. Yeah, we're gonna go see him today. Can you sing? Can you sing "Stand Up for Jesus"? Okay, do it with Daddy. Stand up for Jesus. Sing.
There's a cake.
Never know when you might get a $10,000 one for a can of Camel.
Yeah, right.
Lauren, go get the cake. Oh, she got it. Lauren want to share. So wait, I want some more of this.
Get a big hand. Get a big handful, girl.
Yeah, I got some. I can't have this.
All right, Mama, let Lauren a piece. Blow out the candle. They didn't sing, but that's okay. Lauren, you sit by that chair.
I don't think Lauren's feeling too good.
I don't think so. Don't cut it in half. Just cut out a little piece.
Or watch her if she doesn't fall, okay? Well, we finally made it to Rome. This is the fountain out in front of the, or around the corner from the train station. In front of the remains of St. Mary's Basilica. And here's all the gang. Mommy in her hat. I in my kerchief. And there's the kids. So I have to tell the story. We just figured out that we've had Evan's sippy cup full of wine all night. We bought a box of wine. We thought it was grape juice. And he hadn't had anything to drink in it, so... but we just discovered that as we decided not to go into this museum. Anyway, another story. This is what my mother-in-law told me not to take a picture of.
Nasty things on TV in this place, I tell you. It's like being in Rome, you know? So normal.
Part of the fountain out in front of St. Mary's Basilica. Three guesses as to what this is. It's the huge Roman Colosseum.
Beautiful hillside over here.
They're getting everything ready for the moon. You don't want to be in the picture?
No.
Evan, you gonna smile for mommy? Here you roll.
Alyssa and Evan, he's in Rome. There's Granny and her favorite grandkids. There's Mommy with her kids.
Them Romans had a place here.
Some more ruins by the Colosseum. The arch looks a lot like the one in the Arc de la Triomphe.
I know, those are real pretty, honey. But
Paris.
those are horses you don't play with, okay? You know,
We couldn't believe it on the day that we were here. Actually, one of the Romans came back and
good saying underwear on.
You might want to change your mind going up there after all. Now, behind the Vestal Virgins had the Emperor and his wife waving to the crowd, 70,000 spectators in here, all standing up, clapping, cheering, trumpets blaring all the way around the arena, and it would have been an absolutely spectacular start to these games. I want you to use your imaginations, because that's what the arena would have looked like way back then. With marble singing all the way around the entire arena. This wouldn't slip over while they're fighting. What you're looking at down there, it's a subterranean level underneath the wooden floor. A series of holes in the corridors would have helped support the floor, and there was the lions there before their fight, causing equipment down there, and the gladiators had their changing rooms underneath with the flush. And there's never any toilet paper. I hope you all carry paper tissues, yeah? You got to in Italy. These are the public latrines outside the arena. They're pretty nice, aren't they? Mark discovered that urine was really good to clean carpets with, so he decided to start charging, and he bottled it. And that was a novel concept back then.
These things are something else.
The Colosseum in Rome.
See, I was wondering how the Colosseum.
What is this again, Daddy?
Huh?
This is the underneath part, right?
Yeah, this is all the.
It took 8 years to build this. This is Gran and Pops, Alyssa and Evan in front of the Colosseum in Rome.
Couple talking about you carrying them up. He said, man, you carry them up. It's hard enough coming up them steps on your own power. I don't know how in the hell we're going to go down. Take your stuff out of this thing. And when we start to carry this thing up the steps, you can carry right now.
Want some Gatorade?
we had a great tour of this place from an English or the Australian lady. The view from still the top of the Colosseum. You can see some more of the ruins outside.
Really good.
Julius Caesar and 3 of his centurions here. Yeah, that's Rome. Then by 186. And by 14 AD. All the way up through Great Britain. This is where they're excavating the Temple of Peace. Just down the street from Col. You can see how all of a sudden you've got ruins standing everywhere. Yeah, sort of a normal looking part of this. This is the monument to Victor Emmanuel II. It's a lot more impressive than who's ever heard of Victor Emmanuel II. There's who we need to build a monument to. Hey, Evan.
I'd like to go see the front of it.
Depressing?
Depressing?
I thought that's what you said. It's impressive.
You want to put this puppet in depressing?
It's the monument to Victor Emmanuel II.
I said, I can't believe.
Yeah,
What
that's
the hell
what I
he
said.
is, but I can't. It's a
I
monument.
said, and from across the street, we can almost get all of Victor in.
Hey, Victor, you don't know who you are. I got the
Too dark to video anymore.
Yeah, it's getting too dark now.
It's the ruins of the Trajan Market. Day 2 in Rome, I guess day 3, 1 and 3. We just carried those kids all in their strollers all the way down these stairs. These are called the Spanish Steps, and it's because the Spanish embassy used to be located in this building back here. And this is supposed to be one of the busiest piazzas around, but on a Monday morning it's a little bit quiet. Although from Sunday to Monday, this town gets quite a bit busier than it was. A little fountain here at the bottom of the steps in the shape of a boat. And we were just hustled out of buying the little rubber thing. Standing on a bridge over the Tiber River, thinking that might be the Vatican. But I'm sure that this is a palace here. And then the Tiber River. Present right here in the street. Boy, they got some busy intersections here. We're in the square with the Pantheon that we like to have never found. Another obelisk. More of these in this town than I've ever seen anywhere. For sure. Look outside of the Pantheon.
Well, they didn't arrest him.
Inside of the Pantheon. And there's a sign up that says be quiet, but of course my son is... I can't read yet. This dome is 142 feet tall. It's supposed to be the same in circumference. Top of the dome's not so impressive, but down below it is.
It's a bust of the painter Raphael. A lot of his stuff is in the Vatican. And there's his tomb. So people still leave flowers. What's that? This is Victor Emmanuel II's grave. In the back, you can see how far it is across the rest of the room. Okay, that's the number of hours until the year 2000, and it's counting down the seconds as well, so pretty impressive, huh? Till the millennium. We're back in front of the monument of Alberto Emanuel, Victor Emmanuel II. During the day, we kind of ended up here. We were a little bit lost last night. I believe that's Trajan's column right there. So I'm trying to get a tour here on that. We looked for this beautiful place for Evan to play, and we happened on this nice, beautiful view. You can see way back there. You can tell where we were.
And they're riding on a carousel. Pop and Evan. I'm trying to get a close-up. There's Alyssa. There's Evan. We're moving in close with Pops and Gran. Alyssa's coming up soon. There she is, Cinderella.
Can you get her out?
Uh-huh. And there's Pops. One more time around. Well, here comes Miss Cinderella. There she is.
Alyssa, look at Daddy. Look at Daddy.
Go walk over here.
Look at Alyssa.
Don't knock her down, Evan. Oh, no. You okay? Come on, Alyssa. There you go. You may go get him? On our way to Florence.
See, Aaron was like that. Going shopping with my sister.
Friends we met from New Zealand, traveling in hospitals while we're on our trip. So Alyssa and Evan on the train to Florence. The girl is from Australia and the boy is from New Zealand. It's our first day in Florence. And wasn't too impressed till we rounded this corner and saw this place. I don't know what it is yet, but I'll tell you later. This is inside the dome in Florence. It's the building that I had just had the greenish pictures from on the outside. See how big this place is by the fact that's a catwalk people are walking on back up there.
That's what they killed.
How about this? Florentine version of the Sistine Chapel. see the detail. Well, it was quite a journey, but we finally made it to find David. 19 feet tall. It's another sculpture by Michelangelo. This thing is very impressive. Mommy bought her a black leather coat, or actually her dad did for her Christmas present. So she looks European now. Evan. What about David? What is he?
David, he's what? Yo, what about that guy? David's
What
all
about him? What about David, Evan?
He's all what?
I need my flash.
David's all what? Yeah, they use the flashes.
How about this for a room in a museum? This is David playing Saul's harp. This is a scene out of Dante's Inferno. This is all in the gallery, the Academy Gallery, which we like to have never found. And from the outside, there's nothing to look at. But it is for art shows on the inside. This is a Botticelli Madonna with the Christ child. Well, we're in the Vatican. It is Wednesday, and we should be seeing the Pope sometime during the day, right down here. We arranged to go on another tour like the one that we took of the Colosseum. So I may video a good bit of that. St. Peter's Square is pretty large and pretty impressive. And if you see the columns, that's the Vatican. Across the street is Rome, and that's two separate countries, no border.
Put a rabbit on there and then just look at it. Go pass it in the phone. Oh, I got
All the handicapped people on top.
Waiting on the Pope.
This Octavia.
Top of all these buildings that circling St. Peter's Square, which is actually a circle. One of the Swiss guards in their attire. So Alyssa's boyfriend, he was just flirting with her. She was making eyes at him. Swiss guards. There he is. Evan, you see the Pope?
One more with this and one with the other.
In nome del Padre, del Figlio e del Spirito Santo. Sia lodato Gesù Cristo.
Dal libro della Genesi. E Dio disse: facciamo l'uomo a nostra immagine, a nostra somiglianza, e domini sui pesci del mare.
Let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, the birds of the air, and the cattle, and all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps upon the earth. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God he created them. Male and female he created them. And God blessed them. And he said to them, be fruitful and multiply. Fill the earth and subdue it. Have dominion over the fish of the sea, the birds of the air, and over every living thing that moves upon the earth. The word of the Lord.
No. Feel the rain?
Della donna, getta grande luce la Sacra Scrittura, indicando il progetto di Dio sull'uomo e sulla donna nei due racconti della creazione. Nel primo si afferma: Dio creò l'uomo a sua immagine. A immagine di Dio lo creò, maschio e femmina li creò. Nel secondo racconto della creazione, attraverso il simbolismo della creazione della donna nella costola dell'uomo, la scrittura non è di fatto completa. Questa con la santa adozione della dignità umana va che si manifesta con lo sfruttamento della sua persona e del suo corpo. Occorre contrastare vigorosamente chi renvoie al mystère de Dieu révélé par le Christ communauté dans la communion trinitaire.
Speaking visitors and pilgrims are happy to have this occasion to express to you their sentiments of deep respect and esteem, and to assure you of their prayers. Among those present at the audience today, there are the following groups. From England, from Manchester, a group of pilgrims from St. Paul's Catholic Church. From Denmark, students and teachers from the Sønderborg Gymnasium. From Sweden, a group of Lutheran visitors from the Diocese of Karlstad. From India, members of the Neo-Catechumenal community from the cathedral in Bangalore. From Taiwan, pilgrims from the Diocese of Hualien. And from the United States of America, pilgrims from the Archdiocese of St. Louis, Missouri. A group of seminarians from the Diocese of Sioux Falls. Pilgrims from the Diocese of Belleville, Illinois. Pilgrims from St. John the Baptist Cathedral in Paterson, New Jersey. A group of pilgrims from St. John the Evangelist Parish in San Diego, California. Members of the St. Mary on the Hill Catholic Church Choir from Augusta, Georgia. We have members of the St. Louis Cathedral Boys Choir in the Diocese of New Orleans. And we have finally officers, enlisted members and their families of the U.S. Armed Forces. At the end of the audience, the Holy Father will impart his apostolic blessing, which he willingly extends to the members of your families at home. He intends to bless...
Continuing our preparation for the Great Jubilee, our catechesis today focuses on the Church's commitment to the promotion of human dignity, and particularly the dignity of women, given that the specific dignity of women is exposed to many forms of offense and exploitation in many parts of the world. It is a matter of urgency to insist on what faith holds about the relationship between man and woman. Scripture teaches that man and woman are created in the image of the Blessed Trinity, in whom there is perfect union.
This is our tour guide.
Years to make it look like.
So the Vatican Museum do a view of Rome.
The road sculptors.
Modernity took over, he extended the axis and made it in the shape of a Latin cross, in which today you will see St. Peter's is in the shape of a Latin cross. cross, the two main important parts are these prophylae. Honor that name, because if you look at the sides next to these pilasters, you will see these gorgeous candelabra. They used to stand in front of the pilasters and burn while you're walking down this hallway of the popes. In the gallery of the candelabra, there are many statues.
The ceiling.
Excuse me, that's on our left. On our right, these are tapestries of.
These tapestries were done in Brussels, from the Raphaels.
The story is that King Herod ordered that all 2-year-old males and under be killed. He heard that the Messiah was born, and he was threatened, so he ordered for all these children to be killed. That is when an angel appeared to Joseph and Mary, they say, and told them to take Jesus away to Egypt to seek refuge. The slaughtering went on, as you can tell, and when it was safe for them to return, it is said that an angel once again appeared to Joseph and Mary and told them it was safe to return. But this just depicts the slaughtering of the innocents, the slaughtering of the children.
Yeah.
And he was waiting for Christ, right?
Yeah, BC, before Christ, way before.
Good fight up until he saw his best friend Brutus, and that's when he went on to say the famous words, "Et tu, Brute," and to Brutus, and Brutus went on to stab his best friend.
And the whole thing is finished.
St. Peter sat on while he talked to the Romans. They say that all of St. Peter's successors sit in this chair, figuratively, not literally, but that is why when the church issues a document ex cathedra coming from the chair, it means it's coming from the Pope and it's infallible. They can never ever change this document, Immaculate Conception of Mary, which was issued in 1854. So you can say that this room, you'll see the proclamation, also you'll see the showcase, and in the showcase are books, and inside the books are Ipswich, in different dialects from all over the world. They say that priests donated their own translation to be put here in the showcase to rejoice in the Immaculate Conception. See the vision of the cross. The legend is that Constantine saw an image of Rome. And the story is that this man, Attila, who is on the black horse, restoration. It's called the Room of the Signatura, and if anyone's familiar with Raphael's work, inside that year 800.
Crowning Charlemagne.
Here's
Evan and Alyssa on a break.
Where do they sell ice cream?
Look at those birds. Where's your mouse, Evan? Where's Gus and Minnie Mouse?
I got him, he gave him to me.
Come on, another hour.
Get the birds! I wish I had seen them when they all... Oh.
Evan running around St. Peter's Square. This is Evan walking into St. Peter's Basilica.
See tigers.
Okay, we just entered St. Peter's Basilica, the world's largest basilica, the world's largest church. It's the largest for its length. It's 186.36 meters long. Supposedly 1.5 football fields can fit in St. Peter's Basilica. And they say that not a man alive can hit a baseball from this end of the basilica all the way to the opposite end of St. Peter's Basilica. Now there are markings on the ground going up the center of the church of the 15 other world's largest.
This is the Pietà by Michelangelo. Pope Innocent II seconds.
Then there is research.
This whole thing is made of bronze. It's 5 stories tall.
Okay, if we could
St. Paul. We're back at the Vatican Day 2. Going to take some more pictures of the Basilica today. And this, according to what we heard yesterday, is the biggest church in the world. It took 170 years to complete it. And believe it or not, this is a door. It's going to be opened up next year. We do it every 25 years. This is the Pieta by Michelangelo. And what the girl told us yesterday, there's a lot of controversy over how young Mary looks here and how big she is in compared to Christ's body. And the explanation was that Mary was not just a mother to Christ, but the mother to all mankind, and she needed to be big and healthy enough to do that, and that she wouldn't suffer the ravages of age that normal mortal women would. This is one of the side chancels. All the paintings in here have been replaced with mosaic copies. So that's all tile back behind there. So they'll let you take flash pictures in here. That is the body of Pope Innocent II, one of the two popes that was, Pope Innocent X, I guess it said. And he is a saint. Pius XII. Good view of the sunlight coming in one of the windows. These statues up at the top, I think she said yesterday, are like 19 feet tall. This is Pope Gregor XIII. He's the one that the Gregorian calendar is named after. And he's the one that straightened out the controversy of the calendar when they discovered that the calendar was off by 10 days. So it was October the 4th, and he decreed that the next day would be October the 15th, and that cured the whole controversy. This is St. Peter. It's the one with the feet that everyone rubs and kisses. The toes on this foot are gone. This is the soldier that stuck the spear in Christ's side, and the blood and the water poured out when he was after he was dead. They had the actual sword up there, and this guy has since been beatified as a saint, or canonized, I guess. This is the walkway down to where St. Peter's tomb is, and then right there is the table where only the Pope is allowed to say Mass. This is they're actually doing confessions the day that we were here. No, we didn't go. This is the actual chair of the Bishop of Rome, who is the Pope. Yeah, nobody actually sits in it anymore, but they incorporated the original chair that St. Peter sat on into this sculpture, and that's the chair you can see there up at the top. This is that brass sculpture again, the largest brass sculpture in the world. It's 5 stories tall. And at the bottom of this is the coat of arms of the Barbarinis, famous family in Rome. Saint Veronica, who wiped the sweat of Christ away when, and then you can see the imprint of the miraculous face of Jesus that she saw. This was when Christ was carrying his cross to be crucified. And that veil is here as well and is displayed in Easter. St. Helena, the mother of Constantine, who supposedly got a piece of the cross from the Holy Land, that's also here. And then that's St. Andrew, the brother of St. Peter, whose body used to be here, but they moved it back to Greece. This is the narrow, long way, or the short part of the cross, I should say. You can see the other side there. Well, I wish I had gotten the
the lady on tape yesterday explaining the significance of this statue and the symbolism, because it was wonderful. But you can see this this stone here, and you can see the skeleton there. But see the stone? It looks like the folds of a blanket and everything, but it is actually a stone. Another sculpture in the church. All these letters up here are 6 feet tall. They sure don't look like that from the ground, but it'll give you an idea just how deceivingly big this place is. This is by Raphael, also. This is the thing he was looking at when he died.
We don't pay attention to what's going on around us. We just pay attention to what's in front of us, because
Right.
The symbolism in it.
Questo è stupendo, questa è l'Assunzione, no?
This is the other pope that's a saint. And supposedly, yeah, this is Pius X. His body has not decayed at all, and that's the miracle that's attributed to him. Plus, he was supposed to be able to heal some people when he was while he was pope. Yeah, now I got my back to the front of the church, and this picture just gives you no idea how long this room is. It's, 186 meters, I think, from the front to the back. It's incredible, man. And just the beauty almost unknown. One of the Swiss guards. They say they have 5,000 Swiss citizens apply for this job every year, but they only pick 100. You got to be fluent in 5 languages and skilled in all kinds of weaponry. This is the Castle St. Angela. It's a nice pedestrian bridge across it with all these statues on it. Of course, that's where all the where the market has developed. We just drove by here, walking from the Vatican down there, down a rather busy but nice, kind of nice road. So not too bad. Beautiful River Tiber here. Where we crossed the other day. Well, I've been standing in this spot before, but this does make a nice view of the Vatican from the Tiber River, probably about a mile away. We think this lion wants to eat Evan.
Evan.
Look your mommy, Evan.
Evan, turn around.
It's by far the healthiest lion we've seen. We're at the Rome Zoo. Toward the end of the trip, we finally found the zoo for Evan.
Look at the lion. You see the lion?
That's a big lion, isn't it?
It's a big lion. Mommy, you want to go see the lion?
I see the lion.
Mommy, you want to go to the lion up there?
It's a healthy female too. Pretty camels.
We're gonna go see the bears in the pool of bears. Okay.
Evan, is that some pretty camels?
Those are the healthiest camels I've seen too.
With the man kissing him. With the man kissing him.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Alyssa. Happy birthday to you.
Now, blow it out, sure, Evan. Blow. Help.
Yay!
Alyssa. Nice, you're okay.
We can eat it, baby.
Go eat it. Go crazy.
Eat your cake.
You trying to eat it? Eat your cake, Alyssa. Yum, yum. Evan's gonna eat it.
Look, Evan's showing you. Evan dove into his cake.
Cool, we got pictures of Evan. You're not gonna eat your cake?
You want to dab some of it on her lips, Laura, and see if she...
Mom is nauseous from making it.
So I prefer eating the kale than the cake.
Hey, Alyssa.
Happy birthday!
cake at Dana's house. Here, look.
Eat the cake. Didn't she dive into that cake?
Yeah.
Oh, good girl.
Alyssa.
Such a ham.
You want to open up your present now, since you don't want to eat your cake?
You want to open your present?
Oh, wow.
Okay, Alyssa, I just want you to know that you're getting us a day late just because we were traveling back from Rome. It's not because we forgot you.
Open it up.
Open it up, girlie.
Open it up.
What you got?
Oh, boy.
Alyssa.
Get me in there. At first I gotta get my hands clean.
You want your baby? Alyssa, look up. Let me get it out. She can. Mommy, help.
Wait, our hands are
Let Green clean your hands. You got a nice baby. Ooh.
Wait, wipe your hands. So you can touch your baby for the first time with clean hands. Then you can get her dirty.
This baby learns how to pee-pee on the potty. Maybe I should use it for your brother. Okay, well wait. I have to tell her how you get it up.
Oh.
Hey, Zach.
Zach says I never get nothing.
Ooh, you got a baby bottle and everything for that baby. She's all right.
Let's just get it out of this. That baby comes with it.
Okay, Alyssa, this is one time we can say to Evan, you get nothing.
Oh, look at her face.
Give it to me. I want it now.
We're gonna call her, what was that little girl's name?
Julia.
Deanna.
Julia.
Julia, something.
Alicia. This is Julia. I told that Italian man that her name was Alyssa. Alicia.
Alicia.
Here's Julia. Oh, we got one foot. One
Oh,
foot.
look, excited. Give her that baby.
Okay, wait. I'm coming. Okay. Here. I'm sorry. Here. Her leg is twisted. Here. Here's Julia. Here's baby. Oh, she got a patsy.
Oh, take that out of...
Hug you, baby. Oh. Alyssa. Alyssa, show mommy your baby.